Back when I pick you up, always get. I don't even know I hit you up. Louis V back when I pick you up. I don't get terms, so you ain't bring back boys from mine after we.
So this is somebody who hates to see you celebrating yourself or your wins even. As to who this is like every time you get some win or you just simply happy, you accomplishing things, whatever, this person be having the stank look, or they be trying to hide it. Maybe you can even feel the animosity, the hate, the jealousy from whoever this is. But it's like that's who this is. Like every time you just celebrating yourself, loving on yourself, or you know, basking in your wins and your accomplishments, this person hates to see it as to who this is. And whether it's like up in your face or you could just tell, but that is who this person is. Especially when you be like celebrating yourself, celebrating your wins, okay? This is somebody who could have gifted you something before, okay? I also feel like this hater hates your gifts, okay? You could have a gift, a skill, you're really talented in something, okay? And this person hates your talents, your gifts, or your skills, okay? As to who this is, or this person has gifted you something, okay? Yeah, and it goes with, like I said, every time you maybe spoiling yourself or doing some self-care, even just loving on yourself, celebrating yourself, this motherfucker be so mad, okay? They be so bitter as to who this is. Maybe this person even gifted you recently with something, okay? And since this is about who your biggest hater is, I wouldn't even underestimate that this person even has a gift of their own. That's what's sad. Like, they hating on you, and this motherfucker could be gifted themselves. Maybe they don't see they gift. They don't know they gifted. They too busy hating. That's what happens when you too busy hating on everybody else. You can't even see what the fuck you got going on, what you about, what you talented in. Okay, but I even feel like this person can have a gift because this is about who is hating on you. So this person can even have a gift themselves, right? But they hate on your gifts, okay, your talents, or maybe you do something that they see as, you know, unreachable, out of reach, or something that is, or they just feel like it's something that they can't do, or again, they cannot even know their own gifts and skills, so they just hate, you know, that's the only thing they do is result in hating on you, okay? This could also be somebody that's in competition with you, okay? They're very competitive as to who this is. This person definitely sees you as competition, okay? They're always competing with you as to who this is. And competitiveness is just in this person's nature, maybe, right? Some of y'all, your biggest hater is, yeah, it's like, okay, so if you do have some type of gifts, okay, say you use your gifts or your talent, I feel like the person who is your biggest hater, they have a gift or a talent too, because I keep getting that, but it's like they be trying to, yeah, so this is like, this can even be in y'all workplace. Not gonna hold you. Somebody in your workplace, okay, is your biggest hater. It's like they be trying to compete with like you to as in like they be trying to compete with you like in terms of who's better at what they do. So y'all can literally do the same things, or again, y'all just work in the same field in some type of way. But it's like they see you as competition out of the job, okay? And it's like they be competing with you. I'm getting that, okay? Also, your biggest haters' initials could be A, B, C, D, or E, okay? That could be this person's first, middle, last initials, or this could be the initials of where this person is from or where they reside. Could even be a street name, okay? As to who this is, that is your biggest hater, okay? Yeah, didn't I say something about the workplace? So this could be someone who's literally in your workplace, okay? But just think community, wherever you kind of have go to where there's a community where you go to often. So this could be like, again, work. This could be like a community that you, again, always go to. This could be like a place where you take lessons, right? Just think of a community that you're always in. This person that's in this community that you're in is your biggest hater, okay? Yeah, this is even like church. This is even like a Bible study class. you know, wherever you hang out at, okay, wherever you're always at. Like I said, this is more like workplace. Somebody in your workplace, like your biggest hater, okay. Whether this is like even a customer, yeah, this doesn't even have to be somebody who actually works there. This can even be like a customer that comes in, a client, okay. But whoever is in the community that you be in, or they come to that same community, is your biggest hater, okay. I also feel like this person has community D or P as to who is your biggest hater, okay. This is somebody who get around, okay. They be spreading their actual energy here, there, and every fucking where, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I even just got like community college. So just think, wherever you kind of are, where there's a community, this person that's there in this community is your biggest hater, okay. Could be, again, I'm saying who your biggest hater is. That doesn't take away that it can't be multiple people. Yes, you could have one biggest hater, but you could have like maybe 5 biggest haters out of 10, right? So just take it how it resonates. But we're just going to be pointing out your biggest hater, whether this is one or 2 or more people. You got to, you know what your job to do is take it how it resonates, use your intuition, take it how it apply, okay? Let it make it fit how it's supposed to fit, okay? I also feel like this is a hater that is mad because you live in your truth, okay? Or this is why this person is like your biggest hater, because they can hate your authenticity, how you live in your truth, okay? Maybe this person doesn't live in their truth. Maybe they still somebody who's trying to fit in, who's still trying to be liked by others, who still has to fake the funk, okay? Has to keep up with the Joneses. But you live out your truth. You live in your full authenticity. You real raw, uncut, all that, okay? And this person could hate that, okay? This is why they hating on you, right? This could also be a liar, I'm getting, as well as your biggest hater. Somebody who lies, constantly lies. They don't really keep it real, okay? Yeah, and this person could test you a lot, okay? Again, so now that we have test and community, this could heavily be somebody that goes to the same school as you, okay? Takes the same classes as you, whether this is actual school, a college, or a university, okay? But this is somebody, again, in your same community that you be in. And it's given like school specifically for somebody you go to school with, or somebody who's in your classes, okay, is your biggest freaking hater, okay? I also feel like, again, though, this person be testing you, okay? They could test you a lot as to who this is. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to pick with you a lot. They like to get a reaction out of you often, okay? They could want to see you get out of character type of hater. This is that type of hater, okay? This is a person who could be a planner, okay? So they could be a wedding planner, event planner, okay? Party planner. This is a planner, a decorator, however you want to say it. They could do this for work. If not, they do this on the side as a hobby. This is your biggest hater, okay? Somebody who's a planner here. Yeah, and something about this person is just very strategic in how they try to test you or manipulate you or get a rise out of you, okay? As to who this is. The number 7 is also significant as to who your biggest hater is. So your biggest hater could be born in July, they could be born on the 7th, or they could be a Cancer or a Leo, okay? Sun, moon, or rising, they could have that in their big book 3 or in a prominent placement as to who your biggest hater is, okay? Maybe this person has a number 7. 7 is like a significant number. Maybe this person's name is 7, okay? Yeah, their name could be 7, or their initials could start with an S, okay? First, middle, or last, or they could be from or reside somewhere with the initials S as to who your biggest hater is, okay? Remember, we also have the initials A, B, C, D, E, as well as S here. Okay, who's the collective's biggest hater? And they could hate how you not like them. Like I said, they could get around. You don't get around, okay? You know that's bad spiritual hygiene. And you could literally be spiritual even, right? Like I said, you even have some type of gift. You have a spiritual gift. This is the shit they hate on, y'all. So I'm going to maneuver in and out because this is who is your biggest hater, but I also want to add in a little bit about why they be hating on you, okay? I also feel like you're not very competitive, like who this is. you're very much confident within. You don't feel the need to compete. You don't see the competition, actually, okay? It's only you versus your higher self. There is no competition. And you can have a mentality like motherfuckers can't even compete where they don't compare. You can feel like people don't even be on your level to even be, whatever. Like, you don't, there is no competition, okay? You can even be your mentality. You just don't think like this person. Or again, it's the fact that you don't see the competition, okay? It's like they feel that it's like they can hate on you because they are very competitive, but it's like you don't feel the need to compete with whoever it is because you know they can't compete where they don't compare. They don't even compare to you, not on your level, not of your caliber, none of that. So yeah, and I'm just getting like they can hate that part, okay? It's almost like they are in competition with themselves when they get around you. That's why they hate on you, because they know there is no competition. They're not fucking with you. Point blank, period. It just is what it is, okay? But yeah, you could be a really nice, maybe somebody hates on what you do, like I said, for work. Like I said, so if you use your gifts for work, if you have like some type of spiritual gifts, you use your gifts for work. Or if you're some type of planner, decorator, obviously this person also hates on what you do for work. They could hate that you have the type of job you have. They could have wanted, them being very competitive, they could have wanted the job you have. Or like I said, some of y'all, this person does work with you, or they are a client or a customer at your job. And they hate on you though, because they could just hate the fact that you have a job that maybe they want for themselves, right? What else? Who is the collective's biggest hater? Who is the collective's biggest hater? This is somebody from your past, okay? They could be hating on you about a past person. So this is giving like your biggest hater is somebody who maybe dated the same person as you, okay? Yeah, your biggest hater is like, what is this giving? Like, your biggest hater is basically someone from your past, or a past friend, past lover, past fling, FWB, okay? This is just somebody from your past, okay? Is who is your biggest hater, okay? I feel like this person could also bring up your past a lot as to who this is, okay? Wanting you to still live in your past, wanting to still trying to view you through the lens of your past, trying to make you the bid because of your past. I'm just getting like that's why they bring your past up. But that is also kind of how you can know who this person is. They like to bring up your past, okay? Like shit that you did 10, 20, 30 fucking years ago, okay? As to who this is. Maybe somebody who even stuck in the past. They live in the past. As to who this is, okay? But this is also given. I still can't get what I'm trying to say. This is somebody from your person's past. That's what I'm trying to get at. So this could even be because this is giving lover situation too. This could be a hater of yours that your now person used to date. Okay, your now person's past person is your biggest hater, okay? So whoever if you're dating now, if you're in a relationship or married, this person's past person is your biggest hater, okay? Clearly, because you dated someone they dated. Y'all dated the same person. So somebody's in their feelings, or this is like, in their feelings because they chose you, whatever the freaking case is. But definitely you have somebody you're with now, past person, that is your biggest fucking hater, okay? And for me to say it like that, I feel like they hate your fucking guts, okay? Sheesh. Who's the collective's biggest hater? This could even be somebody you celebrated with, okay? Somebody you went to some party with, turned up with, okay? Is who your biggest hater is. You'd be surprised. And again, their initials could be the initials we called out, just to kind of slim it down as to who this could have been that you was partying with. That could even be the initials that we called out to slim it down. This somebody who could eat a lot of popcorn, okay? Maybe they have a popcorn machine. They always like eating popcorn. This person could watch a lot of movies as to who this is. or they watch your ass like a movie, okay? So your biggest hater is obviously your fan too. They can watch everything you do, literally be having their popcorn or their tea, sipping and shit while they watching you, okay? Some of y'all, yeah, now that I said it, some of y'all biggest haters is like a damn gossip page, okay? Like a tea page, a gossip page. Somebody who runs, you know, is a CEO of a gossip page, or that is the type of, like, you know, content somebody pushes out as to who your biggest hater is, okay? Like, this is somebody who literally could sit around gossiping and making up. And notice I said making up. They can make up tea about you. That shit probably not even real, okay? But I'm just getting sit around watching you energy. This could be somebody who sit around watch you, or it's like they even do that for work. They have like a gossip channel where they, you know, where they have to go investigate to come back and gossip about shit, okay? So somebody behind a gossip page is just what I'm getting. Somebody though is who be watching you, who be like, yeah, we're curious sitting up over here on the deck. It didn't come out. This person could watch everything you do as to who your biggest hater is, okay? So clearly somebody you know who's also very nosy, because they all up in your business. So somebody could just be all around nosy as to who this is. Let's get a few more, like 2 more. Who is the collective's biggest hater? It never fails for this to come out in a hate read, and I love to see it though, because people really don't be knowing that, like, hate really just be admiration, bruh. It really just be that you liking me but you can't get next to me or some shit. That's really what that should be. Like, you just hate me because you can't get next to me. Like, it's like you hate on me, but at the same time you copying me. It's showing like you admire me low-key. So whenever people be hating on you, just remember that, like, that shit is low-key admiration. Like, they hating on you, but it's like for a reason where they actually fuck with you. Like, I can't even explain it, but yeah, hate is definitely just disguised admiration low-key. So that's what I'm getting though. So that could be the situation here. But this could actually be somebody who did love you, or they love you now, right? But they can't help the fact that they're a hater. Maybe, you know, when some shit just in you is in you. If you a hater, that shit ain't gonna, it really ain't stopping nothing. That's what people don't understand too. Like, people be thinking like, you know, a hater is like choosy. No, when you a hater, that shit just in you. It don't matter what the fuck happening, who it is. If you a hater, you gonna just always be hating. So I'm getting that though. Like, again, this person could love you. This could be somebody who said I love you. This could be somebody that you even said it back to, right? But this person is your biggest hater, but they love you at the same time, okay? So with love being here too, I really feel like your biggest hater could be a family member or a lover, okay? Your biggest hater is a family member or a lover, for that to come out here. Okay, could be both, so take it out of resume. Like I said, it doesn't have to be just one person, but there could be hella people that's your biggest hater, right? Who is the collective's biggest hater? And that's scary though, because this motherfucker could have said they love you, but they low-key your biggest hater at the same time. God damn. What else here? Who is the collective's biggest hater? Oh, this is somebody who can't have access to you right now, okay? Or they never will be. Could have cut this person off against who your biggest hater is, and that also explains, that may be justified too. They may like hate you because you cut them off, but they obviously earned that for themselves. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a hater anyway though. Like I said, when this shit in you, it's just in you. But yeah, they can even hate you even more because you could have cut whoever this is off. Like, this person cannot come within distance of you, okay? Maybe this person's even like on some type of I just got like a house arrest. Yeah, this person is just prohibited of doing something. Like, they can't even go in a certain store. Yeah, this is like they can't go to a casino. They have got prohibited from somewhere, or they are like prohibited from going places. Or this is again saying you cut this person off. Like, you cut this person loose of your access, okay? Loose from getting your access, something like that, okay? This is also somebody who could do some type of protection work, okay? They could be a bodyguard, security guard of some sort. That is your biggest hater, okay? Maybe it's somebody who you don't even feel like protects you, or maybe you feel like this person failed at protecting you as to who your biggest hater is. Again, something about somebody got community D, so somebody really got community. Like somebody could not use that as well. They get around. On top of that, they don't protect themselves as to who this is, okay? Who is, that's just another side note. I had to go into detail. I gotta say what I see. This could be somebody you lived with, okay, lived up in somebody's house with, or they lived in your house, or y'all lived together, went 50-50 together, but this is somebody you have lived with before, or still live with, or it is somebody you have built some type of foundation with, okay, could even been like a business, but you have like lived in a home with this person, or built some type of foundation with this person as to who this is. That's your biggest hater. Yeah, this person could hate how you protect what's yours, okay? They could hate how protective you are over what you build, or your loved ones, or how you even protect yourself. Then I say something about like self-care and stuff. This person could just hate how like protective you are of your energy and the things you build, and I don't blame you. Why the fuck would you not be protective of the things you build, like so it could crack, so it could go to shits, okay? Crazy, right? But yeah, maybe you come off protective like a mama bear even, but you are protective of like everything, or the people you love, or your assets, things like that. Maybe this is even somebody who wanted to like maybe further things with you, but you didn't. Like, yeah, like I said, this could be a past person that could have wanted more with you, but you didn't give them that, okay? And that is your biggest hater. That's who will wanna, or another one of your haters are, okay? Then we got last two cards, some Summer, okay? So this person's name could even be Summer as to who this is. Did not say S. Heavily picking that up on the S, okay? Somebody's initial starts with an S, first, middle, or last. Like I said, or where somebody's from, but Summer could also even be this person's name, okay? Some of y'all, this is an artist, somebody who does music, okay, who is your biggest hater. This person could also be born in the summer months, who's your biggest hater. So a Gemini, a Cancer, Leo, Virgo, they could have that in their sun, moon, or rising, somewhere in their big three, as to who your biggest hater is, okay? So somebody of those placements, okay? And then we also have sizing you up. This hater of yours could always be trying to size you up. Didn't I say that they be trying to test you? They're very strategic with how they test you. And I'm getting somebody looking somebody up and down. So that's how you know who this biggest hater is of yours. Somebody who sizes you up often. Like, I'm getting somebody really looking at somebody right now, like looking them up and down. That's how you know who this person is. Or they can do it by words, by their mouth, the things they say. But this is somebody who definitely be trying to size you up, okay? Trying to see what you're really about. Like I said, constantly testing you in some type of way, okay? This person definitely be sizing you up, okay? Looking you up and down, all that type of shit. This is your biggest hater. If you know who does that shit, this is your biggest hater, okay? Somebody could even been like sizing you up around summertime or some shit, okay? This could also be somebody you met over summertime, you met in the summer, okay? This could also be somebody who looks good themselves, not gonna hold you. Somebody could be very fine here as to who your biggest hater is. That's what I was saying. Somebody could literally be like you in some type of way. Like I said, somebody could have gifts like you, or talent. See, I be right on the money. This is even, because I'm getting like, this is even a hater of yours who is not somebody you even think should be hating, basically, okay? It's like this person got shit going on themselves, but that's what I'm saying. You come off as competition to whoever this is. That's what's wrong with people. Two people can't be great, there's people act like there's not enough for everybody, so that's giving that energy. Like, this could be somebody who's just insecure, don't even know who they are and what they about, how good they look. So they see the next person though. But I take that back. This could be somebody who know themselves. Like I said, somebody could know who they are, but they can't like hide the fact though that they see you as the competition though. Like even though they know they look good and shit, they can't take the fact that there's somebody else, which is you, that looks just as good or better even, or got it going on just as they do, and that is what makes them hate you, you guys. Okay, so it only makes sense. So yeah, this is what I have for you guys. Somebody's initials could also be a W, okay? First, middle, or last, or somebody is from or reside somewhere with the initials W, okay? Some of you guys here, you could have just took a test recently as confirmation. You could be very organized. You could be like getting very organized at this time in your life. Some of you guys, you could actually be protecting what's yours right now as confirmation. Okay. Some of you guys could have also celebrated yourself recently here. Also, remember these confirmations, initials, locations, etc. could be yours, okay? They could be your confirmation that this message is for you, as well as the people who are involved. But that's what I have for you guys. A little bit about who is your biggest hater. Hope you guys enjoy, and I see you in the next one.